Here, let's go back.
I got a little bit of music, y'all. Ah, that's the way you're supposed to start a review off. And I'm doing it to you on my phone where it's crystal clear. Ah, I am so sized right now, y'all. I am so sized because I got a little bit of music or whatever. But my channel, 2.5 months ago, I just never would thought that it would grow the way it is. I appreciate everybody who's on my channel, all the new viewers who are watching me. Please continue to let other people know about me. You can hit me up on Instagram at Struggle Bear. Struggle Bear is my screen name, and Kenyatta Henry on Facebook. And I think it's, I don't know what it is on Twitter. I don't even know, but I just want to keep in contact with everybody, or get my name out there for everybody. But anyway, I'm here with Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Don't know which episode it is. I'm going to say 6 or 7 or I don't know. It's going to be in my title. I don't really, I could pause it, but I'm not going to pause it. But I'm going to say this. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and you know, I told you it's not my favorite one, but I can sit there and say they have stepped their game up a little bit. There's still some unfoolishness that don't even really make no sense or whatever. It's kind of stupid, but they doing some first. Last episode, it was when Masika had her baby and Fetty Wap was there. You know, that's the first birth that's been on there, and we didn't have weddings on Love and Hip Hop before, but we never had one where, I mean, it's always, anyway, let's just get to the review. We're going to get to all of that, but, so it picks up where it left off with A1's mother, Pam, and Lyrica's mother going off, and I mean, the whole thing is that Lyrica sitting there, well, why, I don't understand, we was trying to have this dinner. Lyrica, your mama was out of pocket, baby. I don't know why you don't understand that. You're not young and you're not dumb. Your mama should never have made that toast. That toast was a reed and was shade of every, to the nth degree. Talk about a toast to Pam getting the fuck up out of their house. You don't sit there and say no motherfucking shit like that. What is wrong with you? Pam should have beat your motherfucking ass, mama. She should have just dragged you across the motherfucking goddamn room. And you could have pulled her little wig off and it would have made no difference because she would have kept on swinging and bashed you. I mean, she was out of line. But you want to know something, y'all? The thing is, with A1 and Lyrica, there's love there. And the only drama in their life is their mothers. Just like it was with Omarion and April. I mean, and it was her, I mean, his mama. Mamas need to sit there and back up. But he genuinely loves her and she genuinely loves them. And so he was like, look, I mean, I'm sorry that everything worked out the way, but I'm not going to let that be a damper on this night, because if they would have just kept it cool, they missed this moment right here. We've been engaged for a year, and I think it's time for you to upgrade that ring on your finger. He opened up the box with the light lit up on it, and she just as happy as want to be. And yeah, you see him happy because he just made her happy, and I'm like, I miss that, man. I miss it so much. I wish somebody, I mean, I've had that feeling before, but when somebody loves you like that and is genuine, and they ain't just saying it because they done fucked up and they trying to get back in and just say the right things that they know you want to hear, but genuinely mean it, it ain't nothing like that feeling. And I mean, so she all happy and giddy, and she looking at the ring, and he tried to sit there, and he sees the smile on her face, and he feeling all good. I know he went home and he tears it up. Now, you know, I talk about his gold hair. I mean, my school colors was blue and gold. Well, she got blue hair, he got gold hair, so they got wildcat colors. But A1 is cute, y'all. He is. I mean, he's one of those cutes that you know if you get in a relationship with him that he ain't gonna be out in the street. He ain't no softy or nothing like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, because I wouldn't be sitting there saying that I would have him. But he's not no grimy, just crazy ass motherfucking nigga. But but then we turn around and we see him and Ray and Princess. No, him and Lyrica, Princess and Ray skating, just to get out, little couples night or whatever. Once again, I'm just showing how strong they are. And Princess, I mean, I can say for the first time, Ray didn't get on my nerves totally. I mean, he was like, asked him, well, how did it go? How'd the ring go? He already knew about the ring. He's like, man, that dinner lasted about 10 minutes before tables were flipped and drinks were flying. And they was like, what? And Princess said, well, I know me and Ray's mom have some issues, but this is some violent type of stuff. And Ray saying the same thing in his confessional, too. And I'm like, well, first of all, everything surrounding you and Princess Ray is all fucked up. Y'all just coming together right now. Y'all having y'all's little happy moment. But I gotta wait and see how long that's gonna last. Because y'all don't have y'all. I mean, even though it was cute for that night and everybody was the perfect little couple, you and Princess is on shaky ground. But at least Lyrica and them. I mean, the whole time. I mean, all the episodes that have come on thus far. I think this is 5. Have been with them really being in love. Okay. So, A1 was like, well, all this drama that's going on, I've been thinking about just eloping. And so Ray was like, well, you mean maybe that might be a good idea? And even Princess said, well, it sounds like the way things are that y'all might have to just do that. And Lyrica was like, you think so, girl? Because she thought Princess was going to be on her side. You think so? and A1 was like, yeah, I'm trying to talk her into it. And she said, well, maybe I think about it. So I'm gonna get Lyrica out the way, but we will come back to Lyrica and A1. And I mean, that will be my closing. But anyway, so Mama is at the club. And she's yelling and screaming and trying to be a Shaka Khan. And I never heard her sing one verse or no line. All I kept on hearing her was screaming. And she was screaming so loud that she had to have the microphone away from her mouth. I mean, she was just carrying on just something terrible. It didn't even really sound that good. If I could even recognize what the song was, I couldn't recognize what the song was, because when they came onto the scene, she was at the hooks where she's just doing the little screaming. And I don't know what she was singing. I really don't. Summertime or something. I don't know what in the fuck it was. She sounded okay, but she was screaming too loud, just like she was when Lyrica was performing out in the audience, and she singing so loud that you could hear her up and behind. I mean, somebody thought she was a background singer for Lyrica. So she come out, she apologized. She said, look, now you know what? I'm sitting there saying Mama is off the chain. But now I understand what Mama's problem is, and I'm going to still say Mama's still dead wrong. Mama has raised Lyrica all her life, and this is her baby. She lost her. Lyrica had a twin sister that died right before their 3rd birthday. Now, of course, Lyrica can't remember too much about her twin sister at all, and the daddy didn't come to the funeral, so he ain't been there since then. So Mama has been sitting there raising her and keeping her sheltered or whatever, and Mama doesn't want to be alone. So she's giving A1 this. She can blame it on Pam all she wants to, but this is not about Pam. It's about her not wanting to lose her baby. And she can say whatever she wants to say, but she let that be clear today. And you cannot do that to. How can you raise your daughter, and this is your life and your soul, and you don't want her to be happy? What, you want her to be single and be alone and just be up underneath you for the rest of her life? What do you want from her? How selfish can you be? And for you to come out there and actually say what your motives was, I mean, we could have thought whatever the case may be, but you didn't came out and said it what it is. And it's time for you to grow your old ass up and go to do your little shows in these little dive spots and leave her the fuck alone. You talking about Pam need to get out? You need to get the fuck out, because even though you ain't living there, you still up in their motherfucking business. Oh, shit, she get on my motherfucking nerves. So now let's go to Nicki Minaj, Nia, and Tierra. I like Tia. Tierra's character so far, because she really ain't messy, and she's been a friend to everybody, and she's cool, and I'm really fucking with her. But she set up this. She's having at this dance class. What you know, that's what I'm talking about. The fake nigger shit that they come up with. I mean, come on now, those bitches up in there around the chairs. They ain't never been to the class, and all they doing is, I mean, now, Tierra, if that's your regular place that you go, these two bitches ain't gonna come. I mean, what was y'all doing in here? That was so much motherfucking bullshit. All I want to say, Mona, you couldn't come up with the. I'd rather them just be supposedly working out or something, and then just fake working out, and then coming over and doing their little stretch. Do something, but that dance class thing would just threw me the fuck off, because these bitches got all these little extracurricular activities and don't ever do no motherfucking goddamn work in their motherfucking life. Goddamn shit. When does somebody go to the office? When does somebody do some work around here? Everybody's having lunch dates. We gonna do this. I'm gonna catch up with my girls. Oh, stop it. Just stop it, please. Somebody have something. I mean, do something. I mean, have something that you got to do in your life that you. I mean, it drives me crazy. So they wanted. I mean, Tierra wanted to know the tea, because last time Nikki said I'm messing with two people, and she was, throwing that out there, and then of course not telling nobody. Bitch, we don't do that in 2016, bitch. If you gonna tell me something, bitch, you gonna come out and tell it all the way. I ain't gonna stop until you motherfucking do. If you came out and told me that you was seeing two people, then bitch, you would have told me who they was by the time we finished that conversation, bitch, because I don't even want to hear you mention the shit if you ain't gonna tell me the whole story. That's how I roll, okay? I don't know how you roll, but that's how I roll, okay? So she said, well, I'm seeing a girl and a boy. Nia, a girl and a boy. Now Tierra is a freak that she probably. Oh, okay. So, I mean, open-minded and everything. Nia over there got her nose frowned up. And so she was telling them that one of them was Rosa, this model. And Tierra said, I know her. I've heard of her before. Yeah. And she said, and the male is Safari. Tierra said, Nicki Minaj. She said, I know him as Safari. And Nia was like, huh? You mean you like him? I don't see him being your type. And he just seems like he's messy. And I said, Nia, bitch, shut your mouth, please. But you don't have the right to give nobody no relationship information, because you and that motherfucking ugly ass soldier boy. And this motherfucker has bitches right in your motherfucking city that used to be your motherfucking friend. And he's fucking, bitch, I don't want to hear shit. This whole agreement that you have when he's on the motherfucking road that he can fuck bitches because they ain't nothing but side bitches. Who does that? Now, I do it. Okay, yeah, true enough. I mean, I'm gonna sit there and say, I fuck with niggas that still have bitches. But that's because that's what I fuck with, niggas who still like bitches. Okay, so I have to deal with bitches. But I ain't gonna fuck with no nigga who's fucking another motherfucking nigga. And that's bottom line, point blank, period. You don't have no motherfucking excuse. I do. Okay, so I can sit there and get away with saying what I'm saying, because that's the part of the game that I go into accepting. I'm willing to give them that pass, because that's the only way I might even get anything. Because if I'm gonna try to stop that, I might be stopped at the door and not get past go. So you tell them whatever you motherfucking need to tell them, so that you can get in and get what you want. And once you lay it on them, it ain't gonna be no bam, wham, thank you, ma'am. It ain't gonna be that, because I got skills. But bitch, I would not give you. I mean, you are not an advice giver at all. You should have sat there and just shut up and had your opinion and not even mumbled a word, because I wouldn't listen to you. And basically, Nikki was like, well, I know my girl's just looking out for me, but I'm just trying to see what's up with both of them. And I'm trying to figure out if I like Safari or not. Because when Safari was in the room, and when she was with Rosa one moment, and then she left Rosa and then went to Safari, and he had them flowers or whatever, he was looking sexy as a motherfucker. But he had, I don't know what it is with him and these furs and these things. I'm just telling you, this is, it's too much. I mean, I know what type of look he's trying to give, but it's just, maybe that's a West Coast thing or whatever, but it just turns me off a little bit. And he seems a little thin. I mean, he looked like he has a body when he's at that pool, but then when he shows up at her little video shoot, he's looking just normal with not, not body all showing out the way he did. And I was like, oh, he just looked like a regular bum ass nigga. He don't look like nobody for real. So I don't. I'm conflicted. But Safari at the. I mean, well, A1, and A1 is just adorable, y'all. I mean, he really is. I mean, I would be happy to sit there and say that was my motherfucking man, though. He's cute. He don't gotta be no motherfucking gorgeous ass motherfucker with a gorgeous face, but it's just something about A1 that I like. But I mean, but that's just my opinion right now. I'm feeling him. But he had Fizz out there. He said, well, me and Lyric are going through whatever we going through, but I'm just get some air right now and go hook up with Fizz and Safari. So Safari ain't there yet. Fizz is there. I'm like, what? Yo, you finally got a line in? Nigga, you ain't motherfucking goddamn shit on this motherfucking goddamn show. Why are you still on here, Fizz? You don't have a Mario no more. That you follow him around. You don't. What are you on here for? I'm still trying to figure out why you on here, Fizz. You have no purpose and no reason to be on here. But it is. So anyway, next thing you know, Safari come. He said, "Oh, what up? He with Fizz. I've been trying to catch up with this nigga." And so he said, I'm thinking Fizz and already knew. I mean that Safari already knew Fizz, but he did. He said, he did know it, and he's like, you know what? He said, man, I done heard about. I mean, I've been trying to hook up with you. And he said, because we have a person in common. He was like, so Fizz got his little drink. And like, who's that? He said, Nikki, baby. He said, you used to mess with Nikki? He said, yeah. Like, what up? He said, because I'm messing with her now, and I know that, I mean, that y'all have been messing around, and I was just wondering, what happened with y'all? So Fizz was like, well, she's in it, but she's not in it, and she's so busy, and so I don't know. She's making me feel basically the same thing that how she was making Safari feel. And he's like, damn, that sounds like just how she is with me. And Fizz over there like, this is kind of funny. I'm glad that I know wasn't just me. Hearing how Nikki Baby was carrying him too, he just don't even know. So I'm gonna put him down with game. Nigga, you just didn't have no game, and I didn't realize how much Safari don't have no motherfucking game. Because when Safari approached Nikki about it and went to her job, where she was doing her models, but this time it was the men, and he come in there looking like a slam bomb. If he was gonna come to her job, he should have came representing. If you gonna come to your boo and you get ready to say what you get ready to say, you were supposed to come with your arms all out, oiled up, looking motherfucking fine as shit. So this motherfucker, you don't come up in there with you like something that you just decided to put on because you just woke up out of there and just threw on a t-shirt. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. You should have came out just ready. I mean, looking good. So should that bitch be like, look at my daddy. You come in there looking like a bum. These other niggas in there all oiled up, looking fine, and your ass coming in there all thin and looking small. And he didn't come up in there right. And she flipped the script on him like a nigga flip a script on the bitch, talking about, well, we ain't nothing. I mean, do you have the right? You ain't bringing nothing to the table. All that type of shit, trying to belittle him. And he kind of cowered back, but then she, well, baby, we gonna I don't even know. I don't really care what the motherfucking name was. He didn't make his point. He lost that battle. I mean, I don't got to give you word for word or what they said. Basically, he lost that battle. So now we got Shonda. Tierra went to Shonda. Y'all know what that song that Shonda was singing, whether if it was auto-tuned or whatever, was cute. I mean, I liked it when Tierra went to the studio and was hearing her sitting there singing. Now, all these fake-ass people be in these motherfucking studios, but Shonda actually sounded good, man. She did. Way better than Tierra did back in the day when she was up in her shit. But anyway, she sounded good. And she was telling her about Kaisha from Chicago and how she's a stalker and she's on her Instagram and inboxing her and just doing crazy shit. I mean, all behind Willie. And so Tierra was like, man, I thought they had the perfect little marriage, but you never even know. But she wanted her to come. She had this little dive that was having an open mic, and she was going to be performing, and she wanted Tierra to come and support her. Later on the show, Tierra did. And once again, with her being on stage, I'm thinking she's gonna be cracking or whatever. Either she was lip syncing, or I know she couldn't be auto tuned up in that little cheap ass joint. She sounded good. I don't care. She sounded really, really good, and she was singing a song um, in contrast to what Lyrica's mama was doing, where all we heard was just a hook and her screaming. We actually could hear Shonda singing, and she sounded good. So she come out the stand or whatever, and then they sitting there back there. She said, "Oh, I'm glad you taking back your life or whatever." She said, "You know, I just needed time. I've been singing since before Willie, and you know, and I want to sit there and start living, do things for me and my kids." I thought they only had one kid, but I guess she has kids, which who we have never seen besides the one little kid. But we're gonna leave that shit right there, y'all. I mean, it's for far believability of the show, because I tell you, there's a lot of things that you makes you question, like, well, kids. I mean, last year was just only one kid, at least I thought it was, but now you got kids. So, and where are the kids at? Because I ain't never seen the kids in the house. But anyway, they said next on to the stage is Kaisha. That bitch come out there with her little, she won't answer none of my phone call, so I decided to put it in some music and come down here at the very same spot that she was at, and on there just talking shit. And so Shonda, she stands up and she said, "Come on, bitch, come here. I'm here." Kaisha, being the ghetto person that she is, coming from Chicago, saying that, first of all, the song was saying she's been the side bitch for 12 years. Bitch, I wouldn't put that in the song to save my motherfucking life, bitch, because all that says is that you are a DB. And what a DB is a dumb bitch. That's what a DB is. So she put that on there, talking about that shit. And so anyway, she jumped out there or whatever. And I'm like, she beat him. I mean, she pulled her wig off or whatever. I don't know who got the best, but I tell you one thing: Kaisha had her hair kind of together. When she left up out, when they carried her up out there, her shit was all over the place. All she did was really tear off Shonda's wig, and so. I mean, I don't know who got the best from all the people that was around or whatever, but I know Shonda's wig came off and Kaisha looked a hot mess. So Shonda decides to write Willie a letter, and he's in the studio, and whatever song he's singing, whether if I've heard it or not, it was sounding good too. Willie can sing, and whether if that's auto tuned or not, if they can get that music out there, I would actually listen to the music, yo. I would. I know it's a waste of time, and he's looking like a sad puppy. But I'm gonna wrap this up, y'all, because I'm gonna actually upload this from my phone. It's gonna take forever and a day, but I wanted y'all to get a clear copy. But I wanted my lips to move in the same fashion that I'm actually speaking it, and that's the reason I was doing it from my laptop. But I wanted y'all to have this crystal clear, where I'm looking good as a motherfucker right here. Y'all see what I'm saying? I ain't no shabby ass motherfucking nigga. But anyway, A1 and Lyrica show up. Lyrica got on this nice little cute dress for them to be doing the low eloping thing. She looked cute as motherfucking. A1 gets his jacket out the car. I don't know what type of pants he had on. I don't know what he had on underneath it, but he puts the black jacket on. And it looks, I don't know if those were sweats, because they weren't khakis. I don't know what the fuck A1 had on, but it don't really make no difference. He was being a man. He was there with his woman. He loves her. He wants to get married. Now they get to the doors, and then she wants to get cold feet. I said, I tell y'all one thing. I had already Googled. Okay, so I'm gonna let you know. I already Googled to see if they're married, and they're married. So I said, even if it didn't happen this episode, now I would have been pissed at Mona for taking us through all this motherfucking shit. I would have been pissed. But I do know at least that they do get married, and that this was not no bullshit thing that they was faking, and then it all falls apart, and then they never end up getting married like Princess and Ray is going to probably happen. But they're married now too. So anyway, she's standing there and she's thinking, well, you know, I love him, and I know he loves me, and I mean, he is my rock, and you know, and I'm his, and he has my back. But I want my family to be around. But but the way things are, I don't know. So she's questioning. He's like, he didn't back down. He just said, well, baby, if you don't want to do this, we don't have to do this. Because if he would have said that, she would have backed up out of it. He said, look, baby, I'm here. I'm right here. It's going to be me and you. All right? So, will you walk down this aisle with me? And after a commercial and everything else that had to come on, finally, she sat there and said yes, and they're married. And I said, all right, a wedding where there's actually true love. And they didn't let all the drama and everything stop them, and they didn't have, cancellations and calling it off and coming back. They did it. They said they was going to do it. They did it, and it's done. Now, what they going to go through now, I don't know, but I'm wish them the best of luck, and I hope they don't let nobody come in between them. But that is my story on the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Y'all get the episode. I think it's episode 5, and the episode name once I upload this video, and I will see y'all soon tomorrow for If Loving You Is Wrong. I don't wanna be right. Y'all, our doorbell just goes off sometimes. I don't know if it's my brother sitting there saying, "Here I am out on the porch." I don't know if it's my old Mom Brown, the Dad Brown sitting there saying, "Let us in." I don't know, but I believe in that type of stuff. I believe they just be ringing that doorbell just to let us know that they're around us. But anyway, subscribe to us. Subscribe to me. Dislike, comment, please comment. I'm asking y'all for comments. I'm getting more comments than I ever got. I love the subscribers. I have grown 20 subscribers over the last 2 or 3 days. I even had a friend who said he googled Duffy and Tammy Roma fight, and from Basketball Wives. And they had the little list over to the side, and there I was over there. So I said, "Oh, God damn it, y'all!" The little bit of subscribers we making it. We are making it. So I will holler at y'all when I holler at y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow, and peace out.